Hi, this is Kerry Artak with Wicked Stocks, bringing you the daily Apple report for Friday, July 7th, 2023. Before I click through all the charts, I want to encourage you to please click like, subscribe, share the content if you would with friends and colleagues, and check out wickedstocks.com, where we offer a full suite of both daily and weekly analytical video analysis just like this, including daily analysis in the SPY and the Triple Q, weekly analysis in the S&P 500, NASDAQ 100, and the long bond ETF, the TLT, as well as 2 individual stock picks a week you never see on YouTube that cater to the 3 to 5 week swing trader to 3 to 5 month near-term investor. So check out wickedstocks.com. We will start with the weekly chart. Just to remind you that several months ago, 2 months plus, we settled above the 169.84 longer term channel top. That set off a long-term buy signal, with the target being the 221.80 longer term channel top. That was underscored several weeks ago, and we also settled above the previous all-time high from January of 22 at 182.94. So long term, all systems go to the upside. A near to midterm, though, we did top out recently, last Friday, at 196.21, rather the channel top that is presently at 196.21. I'd mentioned how once we tested 196.21, you should allow for the lower 180s within a week or two. That is still quite possible. 183.88 is the channel bottom to the 196.21 channel top. That is the 2 to 3 week time frame. Selling 196.21, buying back at 183.88, going long at 183.88, selling out at 196.21. These levels both rising daily. Inside of that 2 to 3 week dynamic is a 3 to 5 day swing trade down to 189.94, and that is still a 2-star support level that may well contain selling into later next week, and above which we can retest the 196.21 channel top over the next 3 to 5 days. But if we close below 189.94, the 3 to 5 day swing trade remains negative down to 183.88 rather, where once again we can bottom out. Because of its close proximity to that former all-time high of 182.94, 183.88 is considered a multi-week support level, able to contain selling through July and into August, and from here not only back to the 196.21 channel top, but quite possibly on within a month or two to the 207.81 channel top. So 196.21 is able to contain buying through next week. Let's go to the upside today. 192.46 is above the market, is a 5/8 Fibonacci upside over the last 4-day extremes. It can contain intraday strength. If we push or open above 192.46, could we test 196.21? We could, although I think it is a bit of a stretch to anticipate that. The minor levels at 193.97 and 194.48 both can contain ample intraday activity. I will say that if we close today above 192.46, we should then on Monday reach that 196.21 channel top again, where once again we can top out through next week and from there fall back into the low 180s within a couple of weeks of doing so. Closing above 196.21 is, of course, considered an eventuality, given the long-term buy signal I outlined at the beginning of this video. And if we were to close today, for instance, above 196.21, I give the 207.81 formation a 2 to 3 week objective, where we could top out on a monthly basis, possibly through August trade, and fall off again from there. 207.81 is the equivalent to the weekly chart 208.37, and you can see that if over the coming weeks we were to close above this, we're probably just another 3 to 5 weeks away from reaching our longer term objective that I consider a 3 to 5 month target at 221.80, where we could top out through the rest of the year and fall off from there in a meaningful way. But don't want to get too far ahead of myself. Let me go back to, there's this, a 189.94. I just described this as able to contain selling into later next week. We did test this, of course, on Thursday. If we break 189.94, 187.52 is attainable. I think that would be it for the day. I even have that as a session containment level, but I have the down pivot at 189.94. So if we do close today below 189.94, I would anticipate 183.88 within 3 to 5 days, where once again we can bottom out through July trade. And so in terms of options, short-term options, we testing 189.94. You could reach for 196, 197 out of the money calls that don't expire for at least a week. If we close above 196.21, you should, I think you should liquidate any out-of-the-money puts and reach for 210, 220 out-of-the-money calls that don't expire for at least a month. Because if we close above 196.21, this channel top is rising at such a rate. I can go back to the weekly chart here. You can see that as we move into later August, it actually converges with 221.80 anyway. And so what I'm saying here is that if in the coming days we do settle above the, where are you? 196.21 formation, you may then just reach for those 220, 230 out of the money calls that don't expire. I would go 6 months out on that. They'll cost more, but you'll get more bang for your buck. Your delta will stay intact all the way up if you go a year out. Anything else to say besides what I already have? And I really don't think so. I think I have said it all. I'm going to leave it at that for Friday's Apple Report. I'll be back Sunday afternoon with Mondays. Please click like, share, subscribe, and check out wickedstocks.com. You have a great weekend.